So good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for inviting me to my own college. I have always my gratitude to my college wherever I studied. Okay, so I am not going to explain any algorithms. I am clear on that. I am not going to explain any mathematics on this podium. We are going to explain about what we are doing last 5 years for DRDO. It's an experience we will try to share you because a faculty can teach far better than me, that I believe, because we are not regular teachers. So this is an podium. I am going to share my experience which we are doing last few years in CCR system. And so this is my talk where in a defense application we are using AI bits and pieces, how we are using and what are the challenges we are facing. And if a student or a faculty want to work with us, what kind of preparation they have to do. That's what the talk overall talk will give you. CSIR is a laboratory. It was started way back, and we have a footprint all over India. As I told yesterday, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, we have laboratories, and the lab CMERI is located in Durgapur. Specifically works on mechanical engineering research, but our department is mainly works for robotics. So we do lot of work for mainly work for defense related activities for last 1 decade or 2 decade. So I will touch 3 points. See, last 2 3 days, everybody talked about machine learning, AI, lot of things. I will touch only 3 points about three algorithm with the layman examples. Okay, maybe some non-computer graduates may be there. So mostly everybody knows what is supervised learning, right? Okay, let us take on some simple example of supervised learning. Let me take my own my own home example, where I have a small kid in my house. He goes to school. Let us consider he goes to school. The teacher will teach him a particular thing. Maybe it may be an apple or orange or whatever it may be. Okay. So how the teacher will describe about that particular thing? Maybe apple means red in color, round in shape. So a thing, an apple is a thing. He is describing with some parameters. Describing with parameter, it may be a shape or whatever it may be, characteristics of that one. In a machine learning terms, we will call that as a feature, right? And once lot of training will happen in the classroom, the kid will come home also. He will get again training from mother or father, and finally, after 6 months, the teacher will give you a test paper, right? Okay. So let us consider he have trained apple and orange, right? And in an exam, when a really apple and orange is given, if he is able to direct or if he is able to write an apple, right? So he will get full mark. In a machine learning terminology, when you are testing with those images or those features, if you are getting that output, then it is called as your algorithm is giving good result, better result. Am I right? So let us consider that he was trained for apple and orange. I am giving input as pomegranate. So what will happen? What a supervised learning will do? Everybody read yesterday a lot of AI. This is very simple question. Let us consider I have trained you apple and orange and I am showing you pomegranate. What will be your answer? Any one of them? Or if my son will tell, you never teach me this one. I never seen this one. Correct? A human will tell like that. So our machine learning algorithm will never tell that you never teach me like that. It will try to match as close as possible either apple or orange. That is what supervised learning. In a simple terms, there is an input, there are features and there is a labels or output, right? Let us consider the next term, unsupervised learning with a real world example. The same my kid, I am going to some movie theater, my kid is coming next to me and he is suddenly telling, Papa, my max teacher. So never my son took a max teacher picture and learned in home, right? He never learned in home, but he is able to tell that When he sees his maths teacher, he is immediately telling, oh, see, my maths teacher, he is going and wishing or whatever it is doing. Correct? So an unsupervised learning is learned by your neural system. Okay, regularly when he is seeing the features and it is learning itself the features and it is giving the output. Correct? In a learnment term. And the last one is reinforcement learning. See, whatever the first two terms we did, we told majority of the algorithms we do. Majority of the problems we do with the supervised learning and unsupervised learning. But we never touched reinforcement learning till now for any applications which we deployed or which we implemented. Okay. So that works with the help of rewards and awards. So if time permits, we'll come back to that point. Okay. So with the help of this understanding, we will introduce two more terminologies. What is meaning of clustering? How? So let us consider one fine Sunday I am going to market. Okay, I am buying all the vegetables in one single bag, and I am coming and putting the bag in my home with all the vegetables. My small son, who is age of 4, he is able to separate those vegetables with his own knowledge or her knowledge. How? Because with the help of some features, some parameters, he is trying to group those into different bags. That's what clustering means. Simple term, that's what clustering means. If I am putting all the vegetables in one place, if you are able to separate apple, orange, even anybody can do. It's not great thing. Any small kid can do. So that's what called as clustering. Okay. So these the initial things done. Let us go back to the real work. In 2016, there's an attack in Pathankot. If anybody have seen the newspaper, these are all newspaper clippings of 2016, which happened in Pathankot. Early morning 3:30, the Pathankot was attacked by our enemy group. They just come inside the Air Force base and they started firing. This what happened. This was really happened. It's not a, see, you can see the newspaper cuttings. Okay. So Government of India is having a different laboratories to solve Government of India's problem. Okay. So DRDO is one such lab, takes care of defense related problems. Defense related problems. Okay. So DRDO is having several labs. So they decided that we want to find some intrusion detection system, intelligent intrusion detection system, which can address the need. So if any faculty interested to do projects with DRDO, there are different DIA COE centers are there all over India. They have floated the problem statement. So like that, DRDO also floated the problem statement. I also submitted a project proposal. The DRDO, I also submitted a project proposal how to solve this problem. It's a problem of intrusion detection system. If somebody comes inside your perimeter, I have to tell that there is somebody came inside the perimeter. Okay. So if I tell this problem to any student, sir, it's very easy, sir. I can use cameras, I can use lot of sensors. He can give some solution, right? So like that, I also wrote the project proposal and submitted to DRDO center. That proposal was rejected. That proposal was rejected. Okay, state get rejection, but they were appreciated one thing because of our previous work. They appreciated one thing. They told that these are all the requirements. If you can able to solve the problem, we are ready to fund the project. See, and I never heard those terminologies and those words when I am ready to take the project. Whatever the technologies they are telling, whatever the sensors they are telling, I never ever heard before. So the first thing what I understand is that if I want to solve real world problem, I have to take a problem which nobody addressed, or I should ready to anybody. That problem may fail. See, but until unless I take the problem which is challenging, it is really difficult to sustain in the world. It can be anything. It can be a DRDO problem. It may be I may be from CSAR, I may be from PHG Tech or any institution. If I am not able to take a problem which will be challenging, it is really difficult to sustain. That's what my understanding that day. And yes, I have to survive in my laboratory. we accepted to take the problem. We accepted to take the problem, and this complete talk will be how we solve the problem and what are the challenges we faced when we are solving the problem and how we address the challenges. Okay. So finally we went to this is the architecture we planned. Okay. So this is the army base. This is the army base. One circular one is an army base where if somebody comes inside the army base, I should able to tell that yes, this is the intrusion. This is the person who is entering which which this place is a restricted place or classified place. People should not enter, but the person is entering. I should able to I should able to intimate to the base. That's the first thing. The another problem is with these kind of problems. These solution have to work 24/7, and these these systems will be deployed in the outdoor. It will not be in the covered room or whatever it may be. So these are all the challenges when we discussed it. Okay. So they have first told that they have told some sensors. These sensors please try to use. What they told is that none of the things should be visible to the naked eye. None of the systems should be visible to the naked eye. It should be hidden. If somebody comes to that area, we should be able to tell it. The problem statement is clear for everybody. Okay. So we have studied the problem statement. We decided that what I understand with working with the DRDO or any funding agency, if a stakeholder and me, mean the person who is solving the problem, if we understand each other, it is very easy to solve the problem. It's very easy to solve the problem. Okay. So what they told is that DRDO have one center. Normally they develop long distance lasers. Okay. So if this is the laser, you see here, this is the laser. So they asked me to use the laser to find the laser wall. The next sensor which I never heard, which are all called as seismic sensors, which will be buried in the ground. It will not be seen in the naked eye. Normally these sensors will be used for finding the earthquake. If there is an earthquake, it will we will try to study the ground tectonic plate movements. These sensors, the seismic sensors will be used for that purpose. So we have to use those sensors to address the problem. See, what the ultimate thing is that you take the input from different sensor, you use your well-defined machine learning or AI models, and that model should tell that there is an intrusion happening, please address it. This is what the problem statement. Okay. So the first challenge, okay, first module is not having any machine learning. Please no need to worry about it. We will just tell what we have done. See, the first problem is that if this army base is in particular location, I have to bury the sensors in the LOC or a border, and I have to bring the data to the base. I have to bring the data to the base. So that was the first challenge for us. So what we have done is that we have placed these are all laser poles. Sorry, this light. Okay, these are all laser poles where we will be using okay, one more problem statement is that I have to demonstrate this one for 100 meter. I don't need to as a project executor, I don't need to demonstrate the long big area. I have to demonstrate for 100 meter first. In that 100 meter, any intrusion happens, I have to intimate. Okay. So the first one is the laser. This laser will point, will have a distance of 100 meter. Will have a distance of 100 meter. So if there is any cut in the laser, okay, this you have seen in lot of movies. This you have seen in a lot of movies. The same thing only. It's not a very hi-fi things. So what we have to do is that, see, why we are using this one means we want to make the next level is stronger. So this laser, we have used the laser. This, if there is a cut in the laser, we have to first level of trigger will come. First level of trigger will come. With this trigger, I have to do further analysis. Okay. So the first task is that if I have a laser in 1 kilometer away, how to bring the data to the base? That was the first challenge. Okay. That was the first challenge. So we used serial communication from the laser pole to the base. We use the serial communication where it can come more than 1.2 kilometer. From there, we converted to Ethernet communication. So this was the first architecture we started. How the data will bring it to the base. That's the first architecture. Then what we did is that, see, these are all the initial test bits. We have placed the laser. This is the 500 meter. In a laboratory, I can't. So what we did is initially we rolled the wire for 500 meter, and we try to bring the data to that computer. We are thinking this the 1 km long distance. I placed laser, and I am bringing the data to the control room. Okay. So this involves lot of electronics. Okay. Well, we'll come. So this was the PCB. See, it is not a one-man job. I have a lot of team members. This was completely taken care by one electronics team. See, the problem we faced is that initially we have, wait. We have faced the, okay, we'll come back. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, let me place the laser, one laser. Like that, our, our analysis team find that we have to place 9 lasers in one end. We have to place another side 9 lasers. These two will travel 100 meter. If there's a cut, we have to intimate to the base. That was the thing. So the initial challenge was how to place 9 laser in one PCB. I have to because that PCB will be placed outside. How to place the 9 laser in one PCB? So we used a small microcontroller, embedded microcontroller, but that the first challenge was that microcontroller is not having that many ports. Serial ports are not there to place. So what we did is that we placed the 2 microcontroller, one microcontroller for master microcontroller, another microcontroller for slave microcontroller. So it will simply will continuously will give the data. It will continuously will give the data of distance. Okay, continue. This is the lining diagram. How these lasers are connected. 9 laser sensors are how it is connected, and exactly we replicated with the PCB. Okay, so these white slots are where we will place the lasers. Where we will place the lasers. So say they just you told only one thing, use laser. They did not tell anything extra. Okay, they did not tell how you have to use what, all those things. So what we did is that we have a mechanical team. They came up with one architecture how to withstand this pole, this laser pole, and we have our mechanical means manufacturing system unit. We have manufactured this pole. Finally, this pole was something like this. You can see in your Google Earth, in our in front of our lab, this is there. So let me explain this. See, these are all the positions of lasers. These are all positions of lasers. These are all positions of lasers. And there was one solar panel and mounted on top of it. It was not asked by DRDO or anybody. See, it was all like credit to my students and my collaborators. When we are discussing, it came up. See, and the small tilt unit is attached in top of the solar panel. So you can ask me why. See, government of India made entire India, they survived. What angle if you put a solar panel, you will get the maximum efficiency in that latitude and longitude. Okay, so we have studied that, so that this may be deployed in anywhere in the world or anywhere in India. So we thought that let us keep one tilt unit, and there is one, wait, this is the place for battery. So we have studied that if it is deployed in some place, some desert or somewhere, if some places where the sun is not there, how much time, for example, once the battery is charged, how much time your complete electronics will work? We studied that. See, almost it will work for 7 days. Almost it will work for 7 days. So the point is that when you are taking a real world problem, you have to study everything. What are the problems you will face? You have to study everything, and we have placed these poles opposite of each other in 100-meter long, and we are successfully able to cross. We are able to find if somebody crosses the zone, we are able to direct it with our simple trigger mechanism. We are able to trigger it. So whenever any funding agency give the fund, they will come for reviews every 6 months or 1 year. They will come for review. So DRDO director came. Only one simple question he asked me. Srinivas, please tell me, if a bird flies in front of your laser, what your laser will do? It will flicker. So you see the level of one question is sufficient to class. So then see, that is why we told that no, we are not using only based on this. That's what we are trying to tell. So if there is a bird fly, it will trigger, but your algorithm should not tell that that's an intrusion. That's what the point. That's what the point. See, that's what a person who is giving money, right? He will be very clear about what you want. So you should address. See, you should see in all the directions when you are addressing some problem. Okay, that's what industrialist yesterday also telling software testing is very very important. Okay, so that one question is triggered as one question only, simple question, one bird flies, what will happen? So we told we are okay, then we will tell that okay, we will consider these things. This is one of the question we have to address it. See, as you got the money, you have to address it anyhow. Okay, so this was successfully deployed, and we have a group of computer science students. They have developed a very good GUI. They try to put in the cloud to visualize the data visualization, all those things. Whatever we can do with the data, we are able to do. We have done. So you can see one small. So this is the architecture we used. See, these architectures are available here. It's not. I'm telling you. If a BTech guy comes for a 6 months internship, he will do in 1 week this one for me. If I give the data. So, see, these are done by students only. That's why I'm telling you. So simply he will make this architecture. Simply as I am getting the data in Ethernet, he will split it, put it in the server, and you can able to visualize anywhere where the trigger is coming. And the thing is that these are all not asked by DRDO. These are all not asked by DRDO, but we are able to see the see, it's not that I am not telling that I did. See, we get lot of students for internship, so I have to give some work. So what work I will give? So I will tell, okay, you try this one, you try that this one. So like this only these outputs came. Okay, so we are able to put the data in the cloud, and you can see this was the. So there is on video. Just, you can see that. See, in fact, it was raining. The day was raining. You please see that the day was raining. If the guy crosses that particular pole, it will just simply will trigger. And see, here we did not put too much brain into it. It was a challenge for electronics team to make a PCB which have to see. There are two challenges for the electronics team: collect the data, send it to the control room, and when there is a sun, please charge the battery. Parallelly, you give the power to electronics. When there is no sun, please take the output from the battery. These criticalities was there. Other than that, we did not face any issue in this work. But only one question, the bird fly question is spoiled our this one. Spoil means yes, it was used, but we have taken this as an input to our next level system. Okay. Okay, so so this is about the first unit of our intrusion detection system, which is completely based on electronics, not based on any computer science challenges involved here. But you see here, this is the work really motivated us to give lot of outputs for us. See, normally these seismic sensors are buried in the ground. Any person who is a geophysicist will know these sensors will give you the vibrations which is happening in the earth, which is happening in the earth surface. Okay, so what was our study was, we buried the sensors. First we buried the sensors. After burying the sensor, simple supervised machine learning we did. How my kid learned for apple or orange, like that only we did in our algorithm also. So what we did is that, see, these sensors will be giving a vibration which is happening in the earth 17-meter radius may it will give the vibrations. Okay, so how a supervised machine learning will work? If I want my kid to learn apple and orange, I should show apple and orange to my kid, correct or not? Same thing, I place the sensor. What are the intrusions possible? A human walking near the sensor, animal walking near the sensor, a vehicle going near the sensor. These are all possibilities are there. Or calling may be there. So what I have to do? I have to collect the data. The first task is I have to collect the data. So we spend nearly 8 months to collect the only data. We spend nearly 8 months to only collect the data. See, you can see here. So okay, I'll come back to this one. I'll come back to this one. Don't worry. I'll come back to this one. Yes, there are some computer science stuffs are there. We'll come back to this one. So this is our robotics and automation department building. Now the department name is changed, underwater robotics. So we have buried. See, in every instant we want to ensure DRDO. We are covering 100-meter long. Okay. So one sensor was buried in here. The another sensor is buried far away from the robotics department. Okay. So let me come back to the stuff. Oh, sorry. What we initially thought. When the sensor came, we buried in the soil and we try to tap. Just you try to tap near the sensor. It will give one peak. Okay, it will give a simple peak. Okay. So what we want is that when there is no disturbance, what is the signal? When there is a disturbance, what is the signal? That's what we are interested of. That's what really we are interested of. Okay. Now, what we thought initially, when the data is coming, we try to use a tree architecture to implement our machine learning models. Okay. We purposefully make some movement. We will not make a movement. You have two different set of data. One is with the movement, one is without movement. So you make any ML model, available ML model. Then if there is a movement, you try to find whether it's a vehicle movement or living being. Because of this architecture, what is the advantage of this architecture? Each branch I can put on machine learning model. Okay. Each split I can put different machine learning models. Okay. But unfortunately this did not work. It worked up to human and vehicle and no disturbance. When animal come, it did not work. See, in my discussion, most of the thing where the failure happened, that I will try to explain you. Okay. So this did not work for us. So this was a simple architecture how we are deploying a machine learning model into a boards, GPU boards. Okay. So normally this is a any basic machine learning deployable machine learning model flow chart is like this only. You will collect the data, you will extract the feature, you will develop a machine learning model, and you will generate any form of pickle file or any binary file, and you will finally deploy the model for real-time processing. That's it. So this is a regular work of any student who is in my lab, they will be doing. Okay. So this is an architecture we followed, and the major takeaway for this talk will be a machine learning engineer or data scientist. You should have a real meaningful data. If you don't have meaningful data, what are all the problems you will face? We will explain you. What are the problems we faced? Okay. So what we thought is, see, I need lot of data. So what we did is that we hired a people. We hired the people. So they come daily morning 5 o'clock. They will come and they will. Sorry. Yeah, one more video. I'll do. So okay, I'll talk from here. No issues. See here. Yeah. So this guy daily comes. We are paying this guy for 500 rupees per day. He will do 2 months like this. Because see you see this is inside how we are getting the signal. This is a signal. We are buried the sensors in a line, and in one stretch all the six sensors will give data, but that all the 6 sensor data will not be useful for me. When he is walking in a first meter, one meter, the 100-meter sensor will not be picking the signal. So machine who is the computer science guy who have to take care of signal pre-processing, where the real data is available, he have to extract it. So we need large amount of data. For that purpose, we hire the people and we ask them to run there near the sensor. Okay. So we collected data like a single person movement, two person movement, multiple person movement. There are several days we collected data. So once this data is taken, yeah, this is data for collecting a, see, normally our data collection starts morning 6 a.m. By 8:30 we will complete the data collection, because in a government organization after 9 o'clock lot of people will be, see, nobody will be there when we are collecting the data, nobody will be there. So 6 to 8 very good time for doing any kind of data collection for our institute. So we are very happy we collected the data of no disturbance data, a human movement data, vehicle movement data, and we are able to, we are, see, if a data is clear, your ML model will give you like a charm result. Okay, you no need to do too much about which machine learning model, which deep learning model, not required. If you are very clear about your data, it will give you result, it will really will give you result. Okay, so we are able to collect that, because see, we have hired our car regularly, we used to collect data for almost 6 months. One good thing is that more than me, my students will be very interested when they are doing this kind of work, they are very interested to do this work. Once, this was a challenge we faced. See, I need animal to walk there, but I don't want a human step there. Okay, so the vibration in the floor is very important for me when I am collecting data. So in North India, one good thing is that they use horses for the marriage ceremonies. So we hire the person for 6 months. I cannot ask the horse to walk daily for 1 hour, 2 hours. It will get tired. So they will come, and that guy is another problem. Whenever marriage is there, he will get good amount of money, he will go. So these are all the challenges we faced. But once the data is very good, you see when we are seeing the results, you will be very happy. So you see here, so like this, we collected data. Is the thing that when we have shown this video to our institute, they got shocked when horse came inside, because normally we complete the work 6 to 8. Nobody will come office. So we are very happy to collect the data. So once all this data is ready, we used several machine learning algorithms. We published a lot of papers. Once the data was ready, these kind of problems are not available on literature. So it was easy for us to publish the papers also and solve the problems also. But you need patience to collect the data. See, all these things what I am trying to tell, the data is very important. Okay. So we are very happy. We have completed all these things. And once your model is ready, yes, it's a DRDO work, we have to give a software also to the DRDO. So we have, see, whenever any student comes to my lab, we will tell him to learn 1 month Python. Please accustom with my lab. I will not disturb that guy. You learn 1 month. You learn, then we will talk further. So there will be a lot of students. They will help him, and he will understand. So what is our ultimate thing is that we have to develop a machine learning algorithm, deploy the algorithm, and you have seen the graphs, right? Now that will be the input to the machine learning algorithm. Your input is coming from real time from that sensor. Now you can see that there are 6 sensors. All these 6 sensors can give you. See, this guy is walking. We will normally will observe second sensor, because second sensor is in front of our department. You can see that. See, these results are coming from your ML model inferences. Is coming from the model. Okay. Now you see here, the one more good thing is about this machine learning. I have taken a car data. I never taken a bike data. Please try to understand. I have taken a car data. I never taken a bike data. But still this ML model is giving a result. See, when a car moves in the surface, I have 8 seconds that that disturbance. But when a bike moved, it was only 3 second disturbance. The signal is same, signal pattern is same, only the impact is very less time. So we are able to successfully test bike also with car data. Now everything went fine. Okay, we'll come back to this one. Okay, everything went fine, we are very happy. And see, in our institute, whenever any, see, every time some guest will come, every time guest will come. So we are very happy to demonstrate to the guest One fine day, we want to demonstrate to HAL director. So in Durgapur, it rains heavily. It rains heavily, and it started raining when before he is about to come. And it was like a mess of mess. One sensor is telling human, another sensor is telling animal, another sensor is telling vehicle. So complete flop. So we understood that when we are deploying in a real time, we should understand what are the problems comes. So rain disturbed our dream. Then we told DRDO that it was not working in rain. We confessed in the DRDO, it is really not working in the rain. So first thing, they are very happy. When we told it is not working in rain, they are very happy. At least you are telling the truth. Then he told, take 6 months time. Please try to solve the problem. If we can able to solve the problem, we are grateful to you. Then again go to the drawing board, and we have students. See, as the students are there. See, one student told, sir, I will try one rain sensor. You see here what he did. This is the rain sensor development. He just crude way he did one copper wires. He tried to put the water. Then another student told, sir, it will not work because when a bird flies and put some shit, that will contact each other and it will tell it is a rain, it will not work. It will really will not work. This was the problem we faced. Then, so see, we are somehow have to solve the problem. How to solve the problem? Any guess? Very simple. I shown my son apple and orange. I did not show pomegranate. So if I want my son to learn pomegranate, what I should do? I should show pomegranate to my son. This is the pomegranate. Whenever you are showing a pomegranate, you please tell this is a pomegranate. That's it. So that simple. See, that is what the simple things only will help. Correct. That is why I told. I trained my son and apple and orange. I have shown pomegranate to him. Now you only developed your machine learning model. Please show the pomegranate. Your machine learning model will tell very happily it is a pomegranate. Okay. But there is a problem. How to get the pomegranate data? See, because that our institute and where we stay is different places. Okay. So when there is a rain, I need to collect the data. When there is a rain, I need to collect the data. Then what we thought, whenever it is raining in our place, we will remotely will trigger the, because anytime it can rain. But unfortunately, in Durgapur, it will rain here. It will not rain in the after 2 kilometers. Then one fine day, what happened? My after 9:30, my student came to my home. Sir, it is raining very heavily. Let us go to lab. Night 9:30 after dinner. I was little worried because it is raining heavily. Some trees will fall. That is very common there. Sir, please, sir, let us go. Then I told, okay, we'll go. We went there. It is not raining there. Then he told, sir, we'll do one thing. Today night we'll sleep in the lab. So the God is really great. He have helped us. The God, please play the video. Okay, I'll try here. So it's night 11:30. We are taking a data, and the next day we are very eager to see our algorithm. The next day it was giving it rain. Very simple. So that's what I am trying to tell. When you are trying to see this, I am telling you this. I did not tell my student let us go. My student only told, sir, let us go, sir, let us go. And they are very eager to say, see next day what is the result. So we took a data whole night, maybe 2-3 hours we took a data, and see what we did is that remaining data we have taken mostly real time. This data, initial data we have taken, then we used the GAN. We used the GAN, we simulated the data. Okay, we simulated the data, and that will work really great, and we are able to solve the problem. But see, DRDO is not that easy. You can't escape from the people. It is really difficult, and they are very happy. When we shown this work, we are very happy. But see, India is having 4 different soil terrain. Okay, so your sensor will behave different places in different terrain. So we thought that okay, I'll come back to this. These are all our paper only. This everything is available in our paper. You can read it. So we took 10 days tour. We went to Jaisalmer. Okay, we went to Jaisalmer. You see here our team. We are we are developed the algorithm in Durgapur, and we took the date. We took our complete system to Jaisalmer, which is in near the Pokhran, where the test will happen, nuclear test will happen. From there, 100 kilometer only. So we have stayed there for 10 days. We have used their camel in desert. You see here a human walking. And what was our plan is that whether our algorithm is working in desert or not, which we developed in Durgapur. That's the first challenge. If it is not working, we will use this data, and based on terrain, we will develop machine learning models. Based on terrain, we will develop machine learning models. And more than so we have taken several data in the Rajasthan. More than terrain, the company who sold the sensor, they are too much interested to yes. See, we have that is very easy, ma'am. When it is normally raining, you take a data. That's a simple rain. That's it. That's it. Yes. Otherwise, it is. I mean, without any disturbance, we that is very easy to take data because we no need to walk. It's easy. So, so we were there in Jaisalmer. See, we are very happy to execute this work. And you please tell me, sir, then what is the problem? See, our algorithms, our machine learning models, whatever we developed using a computer science, more than 100 kilometer, where the industry comes into the picture, how to scale. India is having a sorry, more than 100 meter, sorry, 100, not 100 meter, we demonstrated. If I want to go for kilometers, how it is possible? Still this domain is open for an electronics guy who can develop a machine learning models in a chip, small chip. Okay, so we have developed all the algorithms. It is working really well. We are happy for it. But defense manufacturing unit also ready to manufacture systems. But the problem is that when you make it a kilometers, how these problems are open problems have to be solved. Any VLSI or high-end GPUs, we really don't know how to solve these problems. So this is on a open area. We have to work. We have to solve the problem. And okay, I told that a bird fly, what will happen? This was the question, right? So what we thought is that we will use both the triggers. This laser trigger will be initial trigger. After that, you consider only seismic data. If both are triggering, then you give the result. That's what we did. See, we did with a simple queue. Queue. You can see that. Yeah, thank you. You see here, we are running a car at the same time we are triggering the pole also. We are triggering the pole also, so that we are see every second you will process the data. Your sensor will give you every second, and we are putting in a queue and dequeuing. Based on that, we are considering whether there is a disturbance or no disturbance. Okay, so here I have only shown what is the importance of data. Data is very important. I did not show the deployable challenges. See, deployable challenges, see, basically what we will do, we have high-end computers for making a machine learning models. We have, what we will do, we collect the data engineering. We will do lot of time. We will spend lot of time for data engineering. We will clean up the data, all those things. Once the data engineering is done, we will use any ML models, and we will try to classify the results. But the problem is that when we introduce the rain, when we introduce the animal, lot of ML models did not work. Then we went for some signal processing help from one signal processing guy. Then we understood that the seismic signals are similar to our voice. It is below 1000 hertz. So we have found the papers which they solved speech recognition. The same methods we used, it was working perfectly. It was simply working perfectly, and we are fortunate to publish a good amount of papers in this area. See, and another thing, when the project came to us, DRDO never asks papers. They never ask paper. Okay, they will ask when I am coming there, it is working or not. Simple question. It have to work. When the funding agency person comes, the system have to work in the field. That's what the ultimate thing. So our ultimate thing is to make the system work, which will be used for government of India for some sense. So we will be very happy. So this okay, we'll show you. I'll show you the. Sorry, can I come back? Okay. See, this is a complete architecture how we solved our problems. But this help also when we are discussing in one conference to one faculty, he just casually told what is the signal, what kind of nature of the signal. When he told why can't you try with the GMM algorithms, so like this only we started, like this only we started. So the point what I was trying to tell is that people will tell that don't share the information of scientific research, but I will try to tell that you please share, because you will get ideas. See, CMARI is having one advantage. What is the advantage? That we have to conduct a Jigyasa program. Jigyasa program means for school students will come regularly, school students will come, and we have to explain the system to school students. And at the end of that session, we will give one white sheet to that school student. Please write the questions. The questions which the school students are asking, right? If you try to solve those questions, you will get lot of papers. No need to worry. One guy asked me, sir, when there is a snow, how your system will work? Hailstorm, how your system will work? So we did not study. Till now, we did not study. We did not study. And when the soil is clay, how system will work? So so there are a lot of areas have to be addressed in this problem also. We are very happy to host the students. We are very happy to host the students. And anytime, please approach us. We are very happy to collaborate with anybody if they are trying to solve the problems. Yes, ma'am. But the thing is that, ma'am, when we thought those sensors, even seismic sensors also, the coverage is very less. When you buried. So when vibration sensor or piezoelectric sensors or load cells, I can't cover the more area. Even this also less according to me, because we want to cover the larger spectrum. And also this is a passive sensor, sir. If you treat it, it will give the peak. Okay, so we used that is on microcontroller called TINZ. Because actually ma'am, these all the things comes because of I want a very small microcontroller, compact, and it have to work 24/7. So that the issue is, see, all the issue comes when you are deploying. What are the constraints, and we have to compensate each other. Yes, 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 ma'am. Yes. In fact, see, when we do this work, they are also very happy to see the results. But at the end, we are also not that much happy, because finally still it is not deployed. We are still working on it. Still lot of areas to be addressed. But they are agreed to go with some airports. May not be LOCs. They are agreed to go with some airport and unauthorized airport areas. They are now started deploying this kind of sensors. So we are hosting internship for a lot of students. Those who are going for higher studies. Lot come from IITs, NITs, even PhD Tech. Lot of students from PhD Tech we hosted. I am very happy if PhD Tech students want to go for higher studies. Please come. Please visit to CMARI. We work extensively in the area of underwater robotics and the DRDO projects. Please visit. This is the only one small work which we are doing. I presented here. We do lot of work. Sir, you can ask me, sir, what I will get there. See, you will get all these facilities. I'm telling you, you will get all the facilities. We will allow you to work with these facilities. See, that is why lot of people ask me, sir, can I do remote internship? In this, how can I give you remote internship? You yourself tell. Every day we are outside the department. How can I give you a remote internship? It is impossible. So please visit. And I always tells this one. I am really unfortunate. I don't know why the students from PhD Tech is not interested on this kind of fellowships. Government of India is giving a fellowship for summer research fellowship, paid fellowship. It is a paid fellowship. They will give you up and down train ticket for BTech second year and third year students. Please apply. It is not about money. It's about the government of India is giving, and you are competing with the entire Indian government. Okay, so please try. Please visit our lab, and it is applicable to faculties also. We are a part of it. We have some hand in that. We have some hand in that. I don't want to tell all those things. We are a part of it. Please apply this fellowship, and this fellowship this year I don't know, still it's open. Normally November is the last, but still it is open. Please search. If you can apply, if you can come, you can see. Some people thought process changed after joining our group. I am not telling you should change your thought process, but you can see when you are seeing from some students from IITs and NITs how they are thinking, and we I am not telling we don't have potential. We have a lot of potential, and I see a lot of robotics guys are applying from PhD Tech. I have seen in one of the Tata higher study scholarship, two applications come from robotics group. I am very happy. In fact, we gave a green signal to those students, so they are getting. So I request PhD Tech computer science guys, if they are interested, please come our lab. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. If you have any doubts, please ask me.